Traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal. Let's start today's weekly sectoral analysis. In the previous week, we have seen that Nifty futures has corrected almost 500 points from the recent top, and there was also Gujarat elections together. It was an event, and many people are thinking that has the short-term top been formed in the market or not. So without any delay, let's start today's video and I'll be answering a lot of questions which are surely running in all of your minds because market has seen a lot of volatility this week, especially in the reality pack and the IT pack because we saw IT pack literally collapsing by 3.5% in a single day on Friday, right? And from now on, I'll also be adding one more index, which is the infra index. So this will be an add-on in comparison to all the previous videos till now. Okay, let's start the video now. Now on the left hand side, I have the weekly chart of Nifty futures, and on the right hand side, I have the daily time frame chart. First, let's have a look at the monthly time frame charts as usual. Monthly time frame charts, we can see things are very fine. Overall price is an uptrend. Nifty futures is going slowly and steadily in an uptrend. And in fact, this all-time high has been closed above with a big green candle very easily, very smoothly, no issues at all. But when we just go one step below in the weekly time frame charts, what we can see is this Fibonacci extension, 161.80% Fibonacci extension is, posing a stiff resistance to the market right now, which is the 18,900 to the psychological 19,000 level. And we can see immediately after that, there is a small red candle. This is not a very large candle. And if you see this particular candle, it has certain amount of wick on the upside. It is not a classical shooting star, but nevertheless, it is very clear that is some sort of selling pressure evident at the higher levels. Now, it seems that overall market is just slightly, not a lot, just slightly overstretched on the upside. And I feel that overall trend is surely on the upside in the medium term, but it needs some sort of consolidation or maybe some sort of profit booking. Now, from the top, we have already seen 500 points till now. If you check the RSI over here in the weekly time frame chart, it is not even overbought. So this is not I'm not talking of a very big correction, but some sort of short-term consolidation or maybe some sort of profit booking may continue, especially if one important level is broken. I'll share that level with all of you. Now, okay. Now, one particular level which is very important in the short term is this particular level, which is 18,450. You can see there is a sort of small candlestick cluster. I would like to highlight that cluster with all of you and this Fibonacci retracement. So this will give actually a decent support to the market whenever bears are trying to push the market down. In case if we close below this particular support with a decent red candle, then maybe lower levels are possible. And I feel, my friends, that when markets are going up, you cannot have a green day or a green week every time. There will be consolidation in between, because if you check the entire rally from the end of July, from the lowest point of July, there has been one consolidation, one small correction, and then again leg of rally. So this is very easily understandable that a decent consolidation or a correction in an ongoing uptrend is absolutely fine. But the question is, you need to identify within this correction or within this, you can say, consolidation, which are the sectors which will stay strong, right? So we'll try to understand this as the video progresses. Let's have a look at the Bank Nifty now. In Bank Nifty futures, you can clearly see that trend is up, but I'll try to convert this particular chart into a line chart, and you can see that we are having 3 consecutive higher highs in price. But if you check the RSI, things are pretty different over here. You can see higher highs in price, lower highs in RSI. So this is a sign that the momentum is slowing down thanks to the PSU bank, especially because we saw a correction in the same sector on Friday. So basically, overall trend is up, but the momentum, the velocity with which the Bank Nifty futures were rallying on the upside is surely slowing down a bit. Is this a top? No, my friends, this is not a top or something. But yes, the momentum is getting slightly weaker on the upside. If you have a look in the weekly time frame charts, I don't think there is any issue. The trend is absolutely fine. It's very, very strong. Only thing is that price is slightly away from the moving average, but other than that, things are looking completely fine. But within the banking pack, one trader should always understand which particular banking sector is going to rally. Is it the PSU banks? Is it the private banks? Which particular sector? Now, both sectors are, behaving in a pretty different way. Again, if you see this chart of private banking pack, you can see lower highs in RSI and higher highs in price. Again, if you want, I'll just convert this chart into line chart. You can see 1, 2, and 3. 3 consecutive higher highs. And if you RSI, you can see 3 consecutive lower highs. So this is again a sign of weakening momentum. And with that, you can see price has surely hit a decent resistance on the upside, which is 127.20% Fibonacci extension. And this level is somewhere around 22,100 to possibly 22,250. So within this 22,100 to 22,250, there is some stiff resistance for the private banking pack. And overall trend is up. But if you want this rally to continue, I think it will require a big thrust. A slow move on the upside will not do. We'll require a big thrust on the upside. And that, if you want, you can check two particular stocks from my side. One is HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, if you see in the weekly time frame charts, the trend is up. In the daily time frame charts, the trend is certainly up. It actually requires some sort of consolidation, but it's not ready to go down. So if it tries to rally with a very big spurt, with a very big up move with momentum, then possibly that particular resistance in the private bank, which we saw 22,100, can be broken on closing basis. And one more bank from my side is ICICI Bank. Now, ICICI Bank, as of now, in the weekly time frame chart, yes, I can understand the previous week's candle was inverted hammer or a shooting star, but it is trading near supports. As of now, there is nothing interesting at all in the ICICI Bank at all. But there is one level, to be very frank, this is that level, 943 to 945. If it manages to close above 945 on a closing basis with a decent green candle, you will see some short-term fireworks on the upside. And that will allow the resistance to be broken in the private banking pack. Other than that, there was one stock, which is Kotak Bank. As of now, only one thing I saw interesting was this good candle. Now, this is again a very big red candle. Weekly time frame chart is okay, nothing interesting. But if it starts rallying from here, and if it closes above, say, 1950 or 1960, then maybe the entire state of trend of Kotak Bank will change. But in comparison to ICICI and HDFC, I would say Kotak Bank is surely not that strong as of now. But yes, you can keep this particular stock in your watch list. PSU banks. Now, PSU banks, I think it's very simple to understand that they have rallied a lot. It may be SBI or Bank of Baroda or Canara Bank, any stock. If you just check them, they have rallied one way on the upside. SBI has been still considerably low in terms of momentum, but Canara Bank, if you see, it has gone up one way. So generally, one way rallies, I consider them not very sustainable till the time they are going up, till the time the prices are moving up. Enjoy and keep trailing your stop losses, because if you see, the prices are pretty far away from the moving averages, and even the RSI is almost at 84. So this is extremely overstretched. And somewhere over here, we can see that I had mentioned a few days back there was a sign of weakening momentum or something. But when the trend is very, very powerful, it can happen that the negative divergence can be broken and the rally continues. And this happened just during the period of the Gujarat elections time, when PSU Bank started rallying. But to be very frank, at these levels, I am certainly not a person, not a trader who would like to buy them, because this is highly overstretched. Even if a stock or an index is going up, there should be some level, some spot to buy where your risk reward is in your favor. At an extremely overstretched level, if you try to buy and if the trade doesn't work out, your stop loss which will get hit, it's going to be sorry, it's going to be extremely huge. So risk reward is not in your favor. And yes, if you're holding a PSU banking stock from a very low levels, probably somewhere over here, okay, as a positional trader, I can understand that. Just keep trailing a stop loss, and when the prices will come down, your trailing stop loss gets hit, just get out of the stock. Simple as that. That's the only thought process one should have in PSU banks as of now. Enjoy the rally till it lasts. All right. Metal pack. Now, metal pack as of now, if you check the weekly time frame chart, they have done a wonderful job. They have almost, retraced from this level, and they have come back to their almost all-time highs. You can see this chart properly in the weekly time frame chart. We have a very small shooting star. As of now, it's not a very big danger. In the daily time frame chart, you can see the prices are just playing with this particular resistance level. But at the lower level, there is also some sort of support coming up. So till the time I think these supports are not broken, I think metal pack is still one of the stronger sectors. If this support is broken, the previous high on the daily chart is broken, we close below this, then yes, I think some sort of consolidation will kick in the metal pack. But till the time these levels are holding on, I think almost all of the stocks in the metal pack are looking strong, and post some sort of consolidation, the prices will keep rallying higher. All right, all the stocks, it may be Tata Steel, could be Hindalco, it could be JSW Steel, SAIL. And SAIL is one stock, just would like to put some light on this particular stock. This is one stock which has not been able to rally that much. And this is one stock which, as of now, is the weaker of the lot. If you compare Tata Steel, Hindalco, JSW Steel, SAIL is a little bit weaker. But the day if it manages to close above 87, the first resistance, and the second resistance is 80, 88.60 or 89 levels, the rally which will come in SAIL, it will be very, very with high velocity, with extreme high momentum. So keep that thing in your mind. Okay. Auto pack. Now, auto pack is one sector which has been continuously consolidating since, you can say end of September 2022. It's just going up, down, up and down. And in the weekly time frame charts, you can see even more clearly, prices are just going sideways. Now, within this sector, there is a lot of differentiation in terms of, movement of stocks. If you check Maruti, it's looking weak. You check Bajaj Auto, it's looking weak. If you check Ashok Leyland, it's consolidating in the weekly time frame chart. In daily chart, it's looking weak. Eicher Motors, again, it had rallied a lot, so it is but natural. It needs to correct and consolidate. M&M, also one of the stocks which rallied very heavily, and currently it is still consolidating. Now, all these stocks are the candidates of this particular sector where I would not like to put my attention as a trader, because they are going sideways or down and the trend of the market is up. But there were two stocks just before few days that, had my interest over there. One was Tata Motors, started rallying, was looking pretty decent for a short-term momentum trade on the upside, but suddenly it came down. So as of now, my interest in Tata Motors is not there. If it closes below this level of 408, probably you'll see some lower levels also coming up. Only one stock, I can say, only one stock, which is Hero Motors. You can see it's an uptrend. Then there is a decent red candle over here. I can say the trend is certainly up, but not looking very strong, because all other stocks of this particular sector are not performing. And as a trader, my mentality is that I would like to, trade in a sector where almost at least out of 6 stocks, at least minimum 3 are performing. If not, then I would like to refrain from taking positions in that particular sector. But again, giving it a consideration as a trader, if all other stocks in this particular pack start moving on the upside, if this happens, the probability of this is very, very less. The possibility of this happening is very, very less. But still, if this happens, then my plan as a trader would be to concentrate on Hero MotoCorp. The reason is it has not broken this previous low in the daily chart. It's trading around a support. If it starts bouncing back, I could fancy my chances as a swing trader on the upside. That's it. If other stocks are not moving up and if only Hero MotoCorp is moving up, maybe I would not take a trade. I would just leave it. I would like to concentrate on some other sector. All right. Let's have a look on IT pack. Now, IT pack, I think there are two things which I would like to share with all of you. I think last week I shared that once we close above this level, we complete the double bottom pattern and the rally should continue on the upside. And after that, I think in the next video, I clearly told that yes, rally will continue, but somewhere over here, the prices in the daily time frame chart, they were looking slightly overstretched. I had mentioned in one of my educational videos, and I clearly told in case if the price drops down, then probably we could fancy our chances as a short-term swing trader to possibly, time these trades, especially like Infosys, Tech Mahindra and TCS. These are the three stocks which I have in my watch list as of now. So when these stocks come down and after coming down, when they start bouncing, I would probably like to buy them. But the question is not whether the stock is an uptrend or a downtrend or what is happening. The main problem over here is, the main question is, this particular candle, is it a start of a new downtrend or is it the end of this decent uptrend which was going up? Because the reason is not just because it has come down, it has spiked volatility. The volatility in the IT pack has gone up. You check the way RSI has come down, just one way down it has come up. So I assume currently this particular sector is at a support. Just check this particular daily chart. Okay, just check this daily chart over here. It is at a support and the support band is 28,708 to 29,340. This entire band is a support. Till the time IT pack is within this band, I think there are no issues. It might consolidate. Actually, it needs to consolidate, probably bring down the volatility. And then after that, if there is a gradual rise, not a sudden rise, if there is a gradual rise, then yes, this sector could be saved from some serious selling. But if it closes below this particular band, then probably we could have some problematic days coming ahead in the IT pack, which would be seriously very sad because the way it came up, it was really commendable. And this 1 week, you can see just within a week, it has been a very big red candle. Just check the monthly time frame charts also. In monthly time frame charts, what has happened is it has also tested this particular moving average, which is also trying to pose as a resistance. So overall, I think things are looking okay for IT pack, but this support band should not be broken. If this band will be broken on closing basis, then yes, we could probably see some lower levels coming up in the IT pack. That's for sure. All right, now let's go to the finance pack. In the finance pack, you can see trend is up in the monthly time frame chart. In the weekly time frame charts, things are looking okay. Yes, we are near a decent resistance, and even in the daily time frame charts. So what we need is some sort of strong momentum coming up in the finance pack. If there is some strong momentum coming up, and if we close above this particular resistance with a big thrust on the upside, then we could see some upside momentum coming up. All right. Now, in pharma pack, to be very frank, you can see trend is down in the weekly time frame chart. In the daily time frame chart, things are just sideways, up and down movement. I wouldn't like to comment over here. I would just like to speak about two stocks. One is obviously the king of the pharma pack, which is Sun Pharma. Now, Sun Pharma had seen a very beautiful rally from the mid of September 2022 till November, early November. After that, we can see it consolidated. It's now coming down. Currently, it is at a support. And this support band is from 992 to 964. Till the time it is within this support band, I think things are okay. And if it bounces gradually, it might consolidate for a few days and then it could rally. But if it breaks this resistance, closes below it, then I think as a trader, I would like to stay away from Sun Pharma to initiate any bullish trades in the coming weeks. The second stock where I would like to share my view is Cipla. According to me, Cipla is in a flat trend in the daily time frame chart, and in the weekly time frame chart, the trend is up, but it is still unsure of where it can actually move. Because if you see this candle, it's a doji, right? If you see this candle, it's an inverted hammer, and suddenly you can see it's a spinning top. So this is a very clearer picture that the stock doesn't know where exactly it wants to go. I think it is consolidating, and maybe we need to wait and watch and see where it exactly wants to move. I would like to stay away from the stock. I don't want to take any positions, but these are two stocks which I generally track in the pharma pack. Real estate. Once again, it has actually, been one of the sectors which was rallying very nicely, especially this particular rally, vertical rally, and then a sudden drop. So even previously, when this rally was going on, it was looking like one of the most strongest sectors. Now, again, the second time, it has tried to portray itself as a very strong sector, and suddenly there's a correction, short-term correction on the downside. Now, I would just like to put one simple level over here, which is this previous low, 435. If we have a close in the reality pack below this level, then I think again some downside will open up. Till the time we are over here, we could consolidate, and after the consolidation is over, if the prices start moving up, I think again as a swing trader, you need to see stocks in the reality pack, especially two stocks. One is obviously DLF. You can see DLF closing below this will bring DLF also down, but currently the trend is flat in the in the daily time frame chart. In the weekly time frame chart, the trend is up. So in case if there is a short-term rally in the shorter term time frame charts, probably you could use that rally to create a swing long trade on the upside. Second stock from my side is Godrej Properties. Godrej Properties also, I would say it is not as strong as DLF, because in the weekly time frame chart, you can see it is in the flat trend, and in comparison to DLF, DLF was in an uptrend in the weekly charts. So as far as it is not trading below this level of 1250, it's okay. And if you see a decent rally coming up in the shorter term time frame charts, you can use this particular stock for a swing long trade on the upside. But all of these stocks levels should be taken care of only if Nifty does not break the support level. I'll repeat that level at the end of the video once again. FMCG pack. FMCG pack is looking very strong. Actually, it requires some consolidation in the daily time frame charts, but it's okay. It's like all other sectors are not performing. So, FMCG is trying to keep up on the upside and trying to manage the index from falling much more on the downside. So FMCG is looking strong, mainly thanks to Hindustan Unilever. I think mentioned about this particular stock in my other educational videos. I had also tweeted about this stock on my Twitter handle, and overall I think it's looking beautiful as a positional trade, not a swing trade, as a positional trade. This is surely a stock a positional trader should be holding it with obviously a stop loss, and the stock time frame for this particular trade should be for few months, not just few weeks or few days, but for few months. Stock is looking extremely solid. All right. So this is my view about the Hindustan Unilever. ITC, if you check, currently it's trying to consolidate the rally which occurred from almost 205, 206 to 360. So currently it's consolidating. As a swing trader, yes, you can keep this stock in the watch, but as a positional trader, as of now, I wouldn't be interested in this stock. Consumption pack in the weekly time frame chart, you can see overall the index of consumption pack is completely sideways. It's not looking bad because this support is not broken over here, right? But overall prices are sideways. So it is within this resistance and this support. And if you check properly, this is the first level, second, third, fourth, and this is the fifth. So we need to close above this particular high. Why? Because first we had this high and then this low, and then this high and this low. So what is happening is exactly the range is getting lower, smaller and smaller actually. So this is sort of a triangle formation. But once we have a close above this high, then some upside move is probable. All right. Infra pack looking extremely strong in the weekly time frame chart. In the daily time frame chart, I think it is slightly over what you can see. RSI went at 73, 74, and then it's trying to come down. It's trying to cool off the rally. It's trying to consolidate. So in infra pack, one can look at L&T. Currently, the stock is in an uptrend. Any sort of consolidation or a drop in the stock can be used as a swing trade opportunity. And two other stocks. One is ACC. As of now, this is not the right time to trade. But whenever we have a drop on the downside in short term, and so is for the Ambuja Cement, in both of these stocks, whenever you have a short term dip, I think it can be used for a swing trade, especially ACC. ACC is looking slightly more stronger to me in comparison of Ambuja Cements. Mid caps, I think I had mentioned this in my last weekly sectoral analysis also. Mid caps are looking extremely strong. I think it is one of the strongest sectors right now, one of the very, very strong sectors. Only thing is that in the daily time frame charts, they were slightly overstretched, you can see, and the RSI then came down and even the prices started consolidating. So once this consolidation comes to an end, after that, when the new rally starts in the mid caps, you will need to be very careful, because not necessary if the index of the mid cap is going up, all index will go up. In fact, I have seen one thing in the last few days, that this particular rally, which is happening in 2022, is very, very different from the rally which we saw in 2020-21, because in mid cap also, not all the mid caps are rallying on the upside. Very, very selective mid caps are only participating. So you need to be very, very precise exactly which mid cap is going to go on the upside, and only then you need to time your trades. All right. And one last word from my side is that the rally which we saw from this particular point of 16,770, 775 till 19,000, this particular rally was a very good time to make money, and so was this particular rally. Now, this is a time to save the money which we made in this rally. So try to trade less, because after watching this entire weekly sectoral analysis, it's very clear to you that not all sectors are participating on the upside, right? So you need to be very careful. Do not just watch an intraday move on the upside and suddenly punch a trade. Wait very, very patiently, because the king of all the sectors, all the indexes, the Nifty itself is consolidating. And if it breaks this support, as I told you, 18,450 on the downside closing basis, then again we could see some lower levels. But this correction or this consolidation is necessary. If this particular support will not be broken, maybe a small bounce back will be probable. But again, as I said, know which sectors are going to go up, and within these sectors, which stocks are tradable as of now. All right. Trade wisely. Thank you.